Welcome back to Where You Live. Many families are sticking close to home this spring break. And if you have to work and you're leaving your kids home alone for several days, there's some anxiety associated. We came to the pros at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. Dr. Jurecko, what are some simple tips parents need to keep in mind if they're going to be at work and the kids are home alone?
Well, I think it's good to go through a dry run at home before they leave town or leave for work. And things that they can do is start by just practicing if someone knocks on the door, kind of role-playing on how they would go through that. And then if someone calls, what they would say, not letting them know that they're home alone.
So we need to remind our kids of things we taught them when they were little.
Yep, start all over again.
Okay.
And then things like cooking, safety of cooking, if they're going to use the stove, how to put out a fire, simple things like that. And then with fire, different routes to get out. I mean, really, it's running through all the basics again, the safety of the house.
Even if we say they're just making mac and cheese, they don't have to worry about it, but we do?
Yep. Remind them on everything, or have it so they can just microwave it at home so it's a little safer.
Let's talk a little bit about sitting on the internet, because that's become a huge babysitter these days.
Yep.
And we think, well, the kids are fine if they're on the internet. I know they're sitting in the living room. What do you think of that?
Yeah, as many times as we want to tell them not to. I think them being home all day without the internet is going to be hard for them. And there are some educational things on the internet, but if parents can put some parental limits on that, and they can do that with the internet and the cable TV, and we highly recommend that at baseline, not even just when the parents are gone. So that would be my suggestion on that.
You know, at what age do you feel that it's appropriate to start leaving our kids home alone?
That's a really tough question. In Michigan, there's no law that says what the youngest age is that we can leave kids. There are other states that actually mandate a law where you can leave your kids home alone, but in Michigan we don't have a law. So it needs to be a conversation between the parents and the child, and not just the parents comfortable with the maturity level of their son or daughter, but the child has to feel comfortable. If they're a very anxious child, they just may not be able to sit home alone and feel comfortable. So it's got to be an open conversation between both parties.
You know, do you recommend those regular phone calls to check in on the kids and stuff, or do we just say, I'll be home in 9 hours, have a great day?
Well, we call that indirect supervision. In this day and age, we have a lot of that. So I recommend different times where they can call and check in, and I think that's nice to set a calling time and checking in. And the other things that's important, are we going to let our kids have friends over while we're gone? And if they are friends, are they same-sex friends or any friends that can come over? Some other rules to go over before they leave the day.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're
we really
welcome.
appreciate that.